afternoon, everyone. Well, I don't know who all seen yesterday's video or not, but I admitted in there that I lied to y'all when I told you that. Well, I lied to myself too, really, when I said I was not going to no more yard sales. Well, if I know anything about me at all, not yard sales, thrift stores and or yard sales, but I prefer the thrift stores. I should have known myself well enough to know that that was a lie from the get-go because I can't stay away from thrift stores. Not that I'm addicted to them, but I love doing it. It's something that invigorates me. It gives me, provides me with exercise because I walk around. I mean, I stay in there sometimes for hours. Especially if I'm looking for something in particular and I go in and find it. Well, anyway. And of course, and I love the Dollar Tree. So in this last week, I have found me some tremendous things for me, anyway, for me. So um, while I'm finishing up my coffee, I'm going to, and this afternoon, I don't care. Coffee is coffee. And I'm going to go through, and this is a thrift store Dollar Tree haul. So, and some of this stuff you're going to go, well, what does she want that for? Well, it's just me, y'all. It's just me. I love what I love, and that's all there is to it. Now, whether I ever get to use any of it or not, I don't know, but we'll see. But, by the way, this is one of the cups I picked up. And I'll tell you, I love cups. I love coffee mugs, tea mugs, whatever you want to call them. And this is from a thrift store, Goodwill store. There's only two thrift stores I go to, and one is in Salem, Ohio, and the other one is in Calcutta, Ohio. And Goodwill stores. And I know they're way overpriced, but I paid $1.50 for this. And it's the colors that attract me in stuff like this. It's got a heart on it. What I would like to do, I wanted to start my own coffee mug business and make my own mugs and put sayings on them. But I'm not to that part of the stage of my life yet, so it'll come. So there's that. Then I got 2 sets of these. Oh, look at them beautiful colors, you guys. Look at that. Oh, vibrant colors. It makes me feel so good. I love color. And I know a lot of people, when I first began, I got my gray sweater on, but that's the only colors I found that I liked, the shape that I liked. So there's that one. This is one set. And I got the other set over there in the top shelf of my bookcase. And I can sit over there in my chair and look when I'm having my coffee. And I do some of my videos over there. There's this one. And then there's a turquoise one with orange and greens and a little bit of yellow. Isn't that beautiful? That is just so beautiful. I mean, when I sit and look at the colors like this, it's so soothing. So soothing. And vibrant. It's kind of like does something to me, like when I'm driving down the road and I'm listening to some good upbeat music. Makes me feel like I could whip the world. Colors are important to your psychic, whether you know it or not. It's on the same order as clutter. Clutter will mess up your brain to no end. Read up on it, you'll see. And then there's a yellow cup with pink flower on it. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Nice and summery and spring. And can you imagine sitting in the wintertime, this cold dead of winter, and the wind's blowing all around us, and I'm sitting there in my chair, or you wherever you're at, and I get my coffee out or my tea out, and I'm sitting and I'm looking at all this bright sunshine and all this vibrant colors. Make me feel so nice and warm and cozy inside. That's part of what life is about, folks. Having in your life what makes you comfortable, what makes you feel good. Because the essence of life, in order for you to feel good, if you feel good, and then there's things that you want in life, when you speak what you want, when you think what you want, because that was the power that the Creator placed within us, the ability to be like the Creator. Let's create man in our image and in our likeness. They spoke everything into existence, the Creator gave us that ability, but a lot of it comes with feelings too. And if we're feeling down and miserable, then our heart is going to feel down and miserable, and our brain is going to start thinking, woe is me kind of deal, and I can't do it, and nothing good's ever going to happen. But if you're feeling good and you're looking at these beautiful colors, and you can say, well, the Creator said I could say whatever I wanted, and it would happen if I spoke it. Yeshua, Jesus said that. I'm not here for a Bible lecture. I'm just not. I'm just letting you know that and then there's one last one. Isn't that beautiful? The blue. I love all these colors. But the turquoise, the sea, the blues and the turquoises, and it's really, really my color. But I love all colors. I love black too, believe it or not. But picture yourself wherever you're at. Whether you're at a camper, a tiny home, a big house, and you got your quiet little place in the corner of your house or your camper or whatever, and you got a vibrant cup. Now, I've got a couple cups that have sayings on them. I got the one cup that says, she believed she could, so she did. No. She thought she could, so she did. And I look at those words to remind me. It's not pretty and vibrant like this. And then I got another one that's got a little bit of flowers and stuff on it, and a purple, and it says, make things happen. Command it to happen within yourself. So that's another cup that I got. And I got this. Well, I got to show you this. I got to undo all this. And I got this. Isn't that beautiful? It says, life is sweet. And I've got my cup sitting in that on my table here. And then I've got this also. And that sits in the middle of it. And then I paid $1 for that. And I didn't pay much. Like these cups were $1.50 a piece. And then I got two of these. Isn't that beautiful? They're placemats. And I got it sitting down there in the middle of the table. And I put this in the middle. It's actually a plaque. You hang it on the wall. And then I've got the um, cups in them. So, got that. So then, I don't know why, but I could not resist this. The Kellers, I guess. And I know I keep trying to downsize my dishes because I don't like doing the dishes. But I think that this is a test for me because and I'm always saying that I push myself forward to get things done. If I want something bad enough, then I'm going to have to put in the extra effort to have a clean home, to also have some of the material things I want, and then there's this it's the yellow, I think, and the green in it. Now I'm not particularly fond of brown, but I do have some brown clothing. And then I picked this up because of the Kellers. It's a plate. It's not ceramic. You could break it if you really tried, but I can serve like chips and stuff like that on it. I love the Kellers. I couldn't resist it. I'm sorry. And then, because of my eating issues, and I want fruits and stuff like that, well, even after I get my teeth, it's going to be hard to eat apples and stuff. So I'm going to try this. Now, I don't know if it's going to work or not. And the thing of it is that even if I don't have electric, like a blender or something like that, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. And it's this, and it's got blades in here. And you put whatever it is that you're going to grind up, you put it down in there. And then you push that down on it, and then you grind it like that. Like I said, I haven't tried it yet. And berries and stuff that I want to mash up without having to use electricity. Then I picked this up. Now these were only $2.50 a piece, and they're like brand new. And I think it's an onion chopper, but I think you can use it for different things. So I'll put it down on my block thing, whatever, and put what I'm going to do and just do that, and no electric again. So I'm hoping that'll get my fruits and stuff chopped up good enough that I can chew them or eat them, whatever. So, and I found me a proper chair. It only cost me $5, and I've got it right here. And it's just a wooden chair, and it matches my table. The other ones were tearing up my table, and they weren't serving the purpose. But chair covers, and I only thought there was one in the package, and I picked this up first, and it cost $5, and I had put it on this chair first, and it fits right on it, and it's works nicely, and you won't, when you sit down on the chair, you won't slide off or whatever. But I ended up finding two in there. So two for $5, brand new. And but then the following day I found this. They're leather-like, but they're vinyl chair covers, brand new in the package, and they had $9.50 on it. Well, the tag was green, so it's half off. So there's 4 in the package. So I put one on this chair, and it looks elegant, and it matches the table. And then I ended up finding a footstool that matches this, and I use that over there with my chair to sit on in the mornings. So I got 4 brand new leather style chair covers for $5. Well, it wasn't even $5, $4.75. And so I thought that was awesome. And then I found this, and thinking about when the lights go out, if I have to, this is a candle. And I love elephants. Isn't that nice? I think it was $2.50 because I took the tag off and everything. I love elephants. Got that. And I got these. Now I needed coasters because the furniture isn't new, but it's in good shape. That like where I sit stuff on. And I found these coasters. Now I take that back. There was another thrift store I went to, and it's a way station. It's government run, and coasters. $2.50 I think I paid for these. And this one says, "Bless this kitchen with love and laughter." That's for, I'll put it on my table here. This one is, "Love is always the answer." And rejoice in the Lord and be glad. Psalms 32:11. And this one has got some music on it. It says, "Love makes our house a home." So I sit that over there next to me there. And I got a couple other things that I got from the thrift store Goodwill, but I'm going to show that last because you're all going to say, "Oh, really?" But the Dollar Tree, my legs are very dry, especially since I had the surgery on my one leg. And I do have some cherry blossom lotion, but I found this for $1.25. It's cherry blossom scent. So I have some more cherry. And it makes you smell nice too. And then vanilla sugar scent. Haven't tried any of these 2 yet, but because I got the other and got that. And I picked up a few other things in the makeup department, but I've been wanting to try different kinds of shades on my eyes and stuff. $1.25. Oh, you can't beat that. Oh, it's not L'Oreal or anything like that, but I'm not going to no big dignitaries' houses or anything. There's that. So that was some of the Dollar Tree haul. Now, well, actually, this will lead up to the very last one. Wig clips for $1.25. There's 10 in there, and I'll tell you why. Because I have been collecting me some wigs, and I love wigs, and this kind of goes along with the sundresses that I told you about. That when I visualize what I want, and I thank I give thanksgiving for having them before I even have them, because um, in Philippians, in the New Testament, says, in all things, give thanks while you're asking. In other words, you give thanks before you've got it. And also Jesus said, Yeshua said, call things that be not as though they were. In other words, talk like you've already got it. So that's what I was doing. I mean, I started this back in 2007, and maybe even a little bit before that, actually. So my very first wigs, I've got them put away right now, but I got to find a way to set them up in there and do what I want to do. Got my little makeup place in there, and my clothes hanging, some of my clothes hanging in there. But I love wigs. Now I did. Now here's another thing. When you want something and you're going to go buy it brand new, you'll get a check in your spirit. And I've learned that when I get a check in my spirit like that, let it go. Let it go. Because it's coming to you in another way, another place, cheaper. So I was needing some wig caps once I started collecting wigs, and I got 2 short blonde ones, and I paid $2 a piece for them. They're synthetic. They're not real hair. And they're short. And they're curly. Not old lady curly with little, but they're nice. And once they're fixed, it's going to look nice. But I'm down at the thrift store one day. I'm not even looking for anything like that. And you go into that particular department, and there was a few of them, brand new, never been opened up, wig caps. And I paid, it was senior day, so I got them half off. I got 3 of them for $1. No, for $1. 3 of them for $1. So, and my next, now I know I don't want y'all to laugh. It needs combed. It really does. And here's a picture of it. Here's what it's going to look like. But I probably won't style it that way. What was on Grease, how she wore her hair like that. Oh, what was her name? It was Olivia Newton-John that played her. But here it is. Now, it's messy right now because it's been in the package. And I get it all combed out. And one day, I'll go through and I'll try them all on for you. Or I will do a video with an individual video with my different wigs. And I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. See, now that's what we got to do. We get excited and get that feeling going, and we're created somehow, some way. I don't know how it's done. I can't explain it. That we can speak, we can create with things that are already out there. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it puts it in motion. God, the Creator, created out of nothing. Okay? We were given all the elements on this planet to speak, and somehow, some way, somebody will create that, and it'll come to us. I don't know. It's hard to explain, and some of you would get it, and some of you won't. And I don't even hardly get it. So, and I've been trying to work on this for a while, and I'll put that back together after I'm done, and then this one. Now, this is how much a lot of these people that work in these thrift stores know. I found this in the costume department for Halloween. And you got to know what you're looking at, that's for sure. And I open it up. Okay, here we go. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This probably originally cost, and it's brand new. It's never been used, and it's all messed up right now. Look at that. Needs combed. It's synthetic, but it's not a costume wig. It's a real wig, and I can't wait to wear it. Isn't that beautiful? That cost me $4. So I need a wig brush and or comb or both. So I'm still, I'll run across it. And they're pretty expensive. Well, they can go from anywhere from $9 up if you want a good one and you don't want to tear your wig up. Oh, and it's got the curl to it I really want my hair to have. So that's some of the things I did. But I have another, and I'm going to, well, I can't show it to you. But I had been looking online, and when I was downsizing, I got rid of my record player. I had 2 record players. And the one record player was just your little old-fashioned one with just the record player. And then the other one had Bluetooth in it. It had a CD player in it. It had the record player, the vinyl, and it had a cassette tape in it. See, this is where you got to learn yourself before you start decluttering and throwing things away. I started looking for them online again because I can't get back the old days, the good old days, so to speak, but I can have a little bit of it back in my music and the way I had my music, the way I played my music. I can have some of that back. So I've been looking for that. Well, I was at the way station the other day. It's a thrift store, but it's a government-run thing. Well, I think Goodwill is too. But there it was. Just exactly what I've been looking for $150 online. I got it for $40. And of course, and the girl there, well, you got 3 days to bring it back. Well, they said it works. They tried it out. Well, no, dear, no. They just plug it in to see if it lights up. Well, why would you say it works with a sign on it if you didn't try it out? But and you'll come across discouragement like that in life from people. So I went ahead and bought it, and it's fabulous. Got it together. I got me a couple of records. And I already had me some CDs and things. So there we go, folks. So I'm sorry I lied to y'all. I thought for sure I could stop thrift store shopping. So here's the thing. A young old person revamping her life, gonna still do all the things that she wanted to do in her younger days, but able to do it because I can afford it. Gonna put my wigs on, gonna have my teeth in. It's gonna take me a while to get used to the teeth, but bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna have fun. I'm having fun in my late years with the experience that I learned through the years, and trying to pass some of it on to y'all and to younger folks, and letting you older folks know life is not over, and don't let it be. So remember, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit will dry up your bones. Man, don't let your bones dry up. Get in there and exercise too, y'all. And if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. And if you believe in your heart that you can't do whatever it is that you're wanting to do, then you can't. You won't be able to. But if you believe you can with all of your heart, somehow, some way, opportunities are going to come your way that's going to make it possible for you to do it. All right? I love y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, and watch the videos through. Watch the ads if you have to. I know that's horrible. I know, but just don't let yourself be sucked in by them ads. All right, y'all have a great day.